Pandemic, state of emergency, greatest health crisis of our time, essential services only, social isolation. How could we not feel fear and anxiety? My name is Yvonne Heath, and I'm the founder of Love Your Life to Death and the I Just Showed Up movement, teaching people of all ages how to just show up for themselves and others so we are empowered and resilient when grief arrives. And we are certainly in the midst of grief, global grief. The coronavirus, COVID-19, has wreaked havoc on our world, and we are called to distance ourselves, not to go to school, not to go to work, only leave our homes when it is absolutely necessary. We have no choice in this. It's one of the most challenging and frightening moments in our history. We cannot change this. But what can we do? This is what we have to focus on. Every decision that we make in every moment will help determine how long this will last and what we will become on the other side. This is temporary, and that is something to always keep in mind. So I've gathered a few tips on how to navigate through this challenging time. So number one, we need to acknowledge and allow all of our feelings, all of our friends' feelings, all of our family's feelings. It is okay not to be okay. It is okay to talk about the fact that we are frightened. Why wouldn't we be? And when we talk about it, instead of push our feelings away, we can diffuse them and learn from each other and learn coping skills. So let's acknowledge and allow all our feelings. Number two, let's be informed, but not obsessed. I encourage you to seek information from reliable sources, but do not inundate yourself all day, every day. This will only add to your anxiety, and it will not be serving you or anyone else. Number three, follow all the guidelines stringently. Doing this and protecting yourself and protecting those you love is the very best we can do. And if you see someone who isn't doing their very best, let them know. I saw a couple people the other day who weren't, and I yelled out, social distancing, please, or actually physical distancing. Number four, understand that what we are experiencing is grief, global grief. Grief is experienced in whatever makes our heart ache, and everybody experiences it differently. We can have sadness, depression, anger, fear, irritability, confusion, and the list goes on. There is no right or wrong way to grieve, and it is different for each and every one of us. So don't judge yourself, don't judge others, and do not try to fix it. You can't fix grief. But if you allow it, it will diffuse in time. And number five is reframe this call to action. We've heard so much about social distancing. And the truth is, we need social connection. We need social hyper connection. We need to find ways to connect each and every day. And we need physical distancing. There is a very big difference, and the words we use are so important. So physically distance yourself, but socially connect. Number six, catch your breath. We as a society are constantly on the go. We are so ridiculously busy. We're trying to do everything, be everything, and we're always running around. And now we have been called to pause. We have no choice. Could there be an opportunity in this to get things done that we haven't had time to do and to have meaningful conversations? Let's get back to those, sitting around and having meaningful conversations with each other. And number seven, spring clean. Spring is in the air. It's a beautiful time to spring clean. Declutter, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all of it. Get rid of the stuff that is weighing you down. This is a perfect opportunity, and let go of all the little things along the way. Number eight, fill your life with happy. Happiness is a state of mind, and it is each and every one of our own responsibility. These are challenging times, not only global grief, but there's also the regular grief of life that continues as well. There may be strained relationships, diagnosis, caregiving, financial stress for so many. It has never been more important than now to fill your happiness bucket and take the time to say, am I happy in my life? And if not, what can you do to change that? We are at home. Let's figure out what makes our heart sing. Well, singing, laughing, funny movies, great books, hilarious stories online. Have you seen Pluto the dog? Makes me laugh every single day. Get out in the sunshine, paint, journal. What can you do? There's many things we can't do right now, but let's focus on what we can do to create more happiness for ourselves and each other. Number 9, be the nicest person you know. Easier said than done? Yeah, it certainly is. Absolutely. But it's worth the effort, I'd say. Let go of the little things. Walk away when you feel stressed or you want to lash out. Check in with yourself often. How am I doing? Because the truth is that when we are nice to each other, we feel better, and so do they. So when we look back, and we will get through this crisis, and when we look back, how do you want to be remembered on how you treated others during this crisis? Because that is one of the things that's going to matter the most, how we treated each other throughout this. And number 10, make random acts of kindness part of your every single day. There's so many little things we can do to fuel the positive and just show up for each other. Yes, it is more challenging right now. We have to use our imaginations, but there are many things that we can do. I've heard stories online of children performing a concert from their porch for their lonely neighbor across the street. People putting hearts in their windows, beautiful, inspiring words and memes online. The list is endless. There's so many things that we can do. Random acts of kindness will be something that helps us get through this. We don't have a choice about being in the midst of a global pandemic, but we do have a choice about what we say and do as we go along. We can learn from and support each other. We can make sure our neighbors are okay. We are stronger together. Let's let love and gratitude for each other lead the way. So my call for action, as always, when you don't know what to do, you don't know what to say, it's awkward, it's uncomfortable, and you can't fix it, the magic answer is always 3 words. Just show up.